Hi, this is Melvin Way, and on 2014, May 14th, we had the Poinsettia Fire in Carlsbad, California. As you can see from the movement, the rate of movement of the smoke, it's very close by, and this is from my workplace in Carlsbad. So people saw this, some people were going home, and at first we didn't really know what was going on. Then we had heard it was started from a house fire, but we'll have all the details in the coming weeks. Needless to say, we've had a lot of fires this year because we're in a historic drought in California, but also we've had some Santa Ana winds in mid-May, which is extremely rare. I always remember Santa Ana winds coming in maybe late September, early October. The Santa Ana winds are winds that come from the high deserts of California. As these usually cool desert winds blow towards the coastline, they tend to compress in mountain passes, going down valleys, and as you may or may not know, when air gets compressed or any kind of fluid or matter, it heats up from molecular friction. So the wind increases in speed because it has a smaller volume in which to pass through, and it gets a lot hotter. So by the time it gets to the coastline here in, say, Carlsbad, the winds are typically very fierce and hot. The humidity is also very low as well. It's around 3% right now. But over the last few months, I've seen just many bouts of very low humidity in the single digits. And I never tracked humidity that closely before, but it seems a little drier than usual and much, much hotter this year. Even in January, when I came back from the polar vortex on the east coast of the United States, it was 30 degrees in San Diego Celsius. So this is the Poinsettia Fire, somewhere between 12:30 p.m. and 1 p.m. It had grown in size, and more people were starting to panic. There was a big fireman response. People had to evacuate. There was a large fireman response. And I thought the worst of it had maybe peaked or passed, but I saw after lunch that there were huge fires to the north in the Marine Corps base in Camp Pendleton, and the right one might possibly even be the one in Fallbrook, California, the highway fire. So it seemed mighty suspicious that fires were popping up all over the place. After I went home, at 4:30 p.m., I saw this plume of smoke coming out over San Elijo Hills, and this is the Cocos Fire, which started in San Marcos and endangered a lot of people. This suddenly became the most urgent fire late in the afternoon, and people had to evacuate. They were totally stuck. And, it kind of seems suspicious that all these fires started at the same time, but it appears not to be a coordinated terrorist attack, but rather maybe an uncoordinated pyromaniac attack in random places all at the same time.